All right, good morning, guys. Tinkering a little bit more real quick on the SEMA bike. Before we get on the road, taking a little road trip today. My little trusty F-150. For you guys looking for a cheaper truck, there it is. Been a good one for the last 2,000 miles for me. But today's video is about a barn find and a cool story and cool history about one of these bikes. One of these US90 ATC90s. I'm starting to get, as you guys know, as they're getting to this door, they're pretty much ready to roll out and go to our little show area, showroom area, whatever. And got another one here that I'm almost done with, so I'm gonna show you something real quick, and then I'm gonna edit this whole video. I'm gonna try to do something completely different today. It is a nasty day out. It's dropped 30 degrees here in Richmond, Virginia in temperature with this storm that came through. But check this out. Using Honda parts down to the decals, these emblems, and these are actual emblems like a car. They're metal. So when you see the side right here, and for y'all purists, you know this is not exactly right. One, the color's not right, the stripe's not right, because most of that color green had black. I want to do this bike a little different. The paint color was already changed over like this, so when it came in, I kind of already knew what I want to do, and I'm actually getting ready to bolt on a set of the flotation tires. But this is a cool bike. Check it out. It's got the little grip, little feet protectors in the back. I've got the pieces to go on here. So using Honda actual old stuff. That stuff might be 40 or 50 years old. That's crazy. But that's how the emblem goes. That's how it looks before the emblem. It actually screws into the side of the tank. So that's pretty neat. And in the back of this, I'm gonna put in this little clip of Blakeley, and we'll try my best to edit this thing and do clips today, a little different, of what Blakeley said I've got in the back of this truck here. And get that unloaded, because we gotta have the bed of the truck open to go pick up what we're getting. We got about a 4 or 5 hour trip ahead of us. And basically doing this for one of my good customers. He's purchased from us. He's gonna purchase a lot more, it seems like. We're on a good kick together of things in the square body world. He actually bought a dent side Ford from me. But what we're getting for him today is special because it's not super expensive, but just like the trucks he's buying from me, they're taking him back in time. They're taking him back to his childhood and what his driveway looked like 40 years ago. And we're able to do that with this. Yes, it's a 3-wheeler we're picking up. And I've already got a couple of them that are restored and done. So I did not need this one, but I'm gonna take the trip for him, put this all together, and then determine that it's gonna be the right bike for him and make some modifications to it because he wants to actually ride it. He does not want to just let it sit somewhere and, as Tabitha says, polish on it or clean it. He wants to use it and ride it. And whole video for another day. I feel like an old timer now when I say there's more things that I forgot than I remember. But if you guys are a car dealer, ever been to a car dealership and seen this on the side, not the window sticker, but the piece that holds the window sticker, sitting on a beach many moons ago, me and a buddy of mine and his brother came up with that idea, marketed it, patented it, trademarked it, and launched it. And now it's used all over the world. Boat dealers, car dealers, so many different people use it, that laminated sleeve. So a whole story for a whole nother day, whole video for a whole nother day, but something that us 3 uneducated rednecks, no college degrees, just one more thing, and both of them run businesses just like I do, multiple different ones actually. And that came about. So I'm gonna clip in the little piece about Blakeley and what she thinks is in the back. All right, guys, that's what's really in the back. Some fuel jugs, which are for a construction project we got going on right now to keep the equipment fueled up every day, and a US90 ATC90 frame. I said earlier in a little clip, I think it was 4 or 5 pieces. There's actually 7 pieces on this bike that I'll use. And then once it's all carcassed out, I'll end up starting with the frame and working back again, which is what I'm doing right now to finish one. And it's an uncut frame. That piece right there is super important. Most of the time it's lobbed off. They've changed the motor out over the years. So that's pretty cool. Monster truck got washed off. All the palm trees here got a little freshening. We did have some water blow in the door. We got some tires to refurbish and bring back to life. I know I've showed y'all before, but no wheel. It's all vulcanized. So when this tire goes bad, there's no fixing it. There's no tubing it. There's nothing you can do once it blows out. Trying to work on a way to do something new, and that's what I'm experimenting with on these tires. We'll put one of these beside that. A little bit of size difference. And these are also something for another day, but pretty cool. Actually working on one of these for a customer right now. Bush hog and finishing mower, four-wheelers. Yes, they did make such a thing. It's pretty freaking cool. Bush hog, finishing mower. So you run along with this. The plan is we'll get Brady involved, and he's going to drive along, probably with the finishing mower in the back, and Mom can drive around in the front, cutting. He comes behind and finishes. Or me and him, or whatever combination. But I think it's going to be pretty cool for cutting some hunting roads and some paths and different things. My Uncle David got the tires straight on the back here. Serviced them up. I've done a couple little cosmetic things. I've got some fresh decals. So we're going to use them and hopefully not abuse them first. And then I'm going to restore both of these bikes. I've got everything to do it. Even had 3D printed. A lot of y'all that watch are my age and you don't have a clue what 3D printing is, but Brady actually has a 3D printing machine. This is 3D printed. And that's not right either. So that one was missing. These are obviously very common to be gone, but that's a cover for something that somebody screwed on there. This is supposed to pop open, and you got a little, it's hard to do with one hand. You got a little latch right there. Mike can do it, hang on. You pull this over, and you pop that open. That's where your battery goes. That was nice and clean in there. A little storage box for your tools. Then you put it back. This is not factory. These are not available anymore factory. And obviously it was something that was very common to break. 3D printed out of a little machine. Pretty freaking cool. On the road, load the family up. Like I said, we got a 4 or 5 hour round trip, and we're gonna go pick this cool thing up. And we're gonna drive a little inexpensive F-150. So if anybody needs something for their kid or a backup vehicle or wintertime something, I'm telling y'all, it's been a good one. Hadn't gave me a minute's trouble. So some of y'all might not remember, because it's been a long time ago, what it's like to go on a road trip with a little one. We got boots, we got jacket, we got stuff for a nap. We are getting currently a snack bag ready, a extra change of clothes bag ready, some drinks, and we're finally almost ready to depart.
Daddy, it's snacks.
Snacks? You want some snacks? Okay.
And 2 drinks.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
You don't know? Who do you want to drive?
Mama.
Why?
Tell me my favorite.
Oh, her's your favorite? She's the best driver, huh? Yeah. Does Dad drive a little crazy sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
You big booty.
All right, we're packing up. Headed out. What you got?
Pretzels, drinks, crackers, teddy bears, yogurt.
All right, so part of the deal, kind of like when Dennis Collins goes and buys something, he takes his guys out to eat. He finds the local cuisine. So we have found it right down there, little local restaurant. And Tabitha agreed to ride along for some good food. And that's what we picked up. What a beautiful bike. Now we'll get some food. Have a good afternoon.
Are we ready?
You ready to eat?
You do want it?
You ready to eat? All right, guys, we're back from our adventure. Several cool things, but one of them I want to show you in particular because it has an awesome story. And just to show, it's no different with trucks than it is with these three-wheelers, but on the weekend, I'm only able to really give y'all some three-wheeler content. And I appreciate you guys. There's a lot of following for that, honestly, just as well as it is the trucks. But everything we do to make these three-wheeler deals is no different than what goes into the truck deals. And when I say that, you guys watch a lot of people like Dennis Collins. I feel like he's a spot-on guy. He has a very long-term company, just like ourselves, been at it a long time, and I feel like he does a great job dealing with the consumer and the public. Then you got people like Richard Rollins and others that you guys have watched for years. Some people kind of think they've fallen off in the way they do business, but the deal and the working of a deal is still time-consuming, a ton of effort, and time-consuming. I mean, period. That's the best way to put it. It's time-consuming. From tracking it down to finding it to worrying about transporting to worrying about paying, worrying about paperwork. This particular bike is a 1972. Bought it from a 60-plus-year-old man, and he actually got it as a barn find. He had somebody come into the dealership he works at. He's worked at the same motorcycle dealership for 40-plus years. Kudos to sticking with your job. Good job, my man. And they came and said, do you work on three-wheelers? He was like, nope. And I guess they said, would you know anybody that'd be interested in a three-wheeler? He was like, well, I'll take a look at it. So on his way home, he took a look at it. Turns out a doctor bought this brand new and gave it to his doctor son. Lo and behold, once he got to doing the paperwork, he purchased it. It was purchased at the dealership that he worked for. Crazy, huh? Same dealership sold this brand new, which is really stinking cool. So he persisted to think he was going to do a quick little process and what turned into a major process, but he disassembled it. Nuts and bolts down to every little grommet fastener. Did an amazing job. I'm kind of no stranger to the 1970s era 90 bikes, and a bunch more in the building and a bunch more at the office. But I was very pleased with this bike, extremely pleased. Down to the fact it has the original seat, not a replica, original seat. You can definitely tell a replica from a mile away just because of the little difference in the stitching, such as this right here or that right there. I've got some originals also. But anyway, original seat. Look at the little bit of wear right here. As soon as I saw it, I could appreciate it was original seat. But where do you think this wear came from? This right here. Rope burn, rope burn, rope burn. The cleanliness of this bike is crazy. Now, it'll need a set of tires to be a rider, and you guys know we like to ride them. So it'll get something similar to this, or probably similar to this, actually, would make it the best rider combination. And here's the color in 70 and 71. This is the color in 72, 73. But while I'm here, this is kind of a retro bike. It doesn't match either color perfectly, but still what a cool bike. Mixed it up a little bit. Instead of the black stripe, did the white stripe. But was able to use extremely out the package proper markings and decals. And this bike runs, we've ridden it, it rips really good. That one runs, we'll ride it. Pretty neat. And we did add a few more that you guys haven't seen yet. A running 71 with a weird tire combination. We'll have to switch that out. But a very solid, very original bike. A little spot out, fiberglass fenders. And then this one here, we told y'all about a real deal barn find in the barn still when the transporter got it. This is the seat that they've been using. Some sort of a pillow slash feed bag for, this guy said that was used 30 plus years ago and when it was parked. Now this one does have incorrect balloon tires, but still balloon tires, but they are amphibious 6x6 tires that look very similar to those and those. A 74 that you guys have not seen, a big story coming with this one, along with this one actually came with access to a website which I've passed to somebody else that's already got it in use, which was amazing by itself. But this bike was disassembled, stored away. This man has videos and history of him riding this bike all over the internet from 30 plus years ago, postings basically on the internet. And another 74 that y'all have seen that one with the fender on the wrong way. Still have not fixed that. But this is a really, really, really nice 74 also. Very original, unbroken fiberglass, running bike out of Arizona. So we've definitely added a few 1970s, 90s to the collection. And the red one, haven't done a full one, but we're gonna get the red one, the green one, that blue one, which me and Brady redid ourselves, this one here, and I'll pick one other just to get 4 or 5 of them that are very perfected but very unique in their own ways of some things that are proper and improper. And out of all of these bikes, this is the only one that has the heel guard. Crazy. All these bikes, that's the only one I've got with the heel guard. Pretty stinking rare option and in great shape. So, pretty cool day. Loved spending some time with the kids on the road, or with Blakeley. The kids didn't go, just Blakeley. But was really fun to spend some time on the road with the family and go on a little road trip. Bring back some cool stuff. Transporter's also coming back with some cool stuff today. Some big reds and a super rare Suzuki. I'll drop a little clip of that in. I think I can do it. I don't know if he took it the right form or not, up and down or sideways, but if I can clip it in, I will. But bringing home some cool stuff as far as that goes too. So it was a great day. Loving to add a few of these to the collection, and they look right at home. So we'll do some mods on this one. We'll be riding it. We'll probably ride this one and the red one and the blue one all together in that video also, just to see you guys showing how primitive they are. They're wheelie monsters, legit wheelie monsters. They will freaking wheelie. And another odd thing, I'll just bring this up real quick. So the 70, 71, and maybe even 69, don't have a 69, but they're out there, I guess. Off-road use only. This is when they started obviously getting, some heat on them. When they first came out, they started getting some heat on them. If you look at 72 and 73, nothing. Now, I think they did have a little warning sticker. Preserve nature, wear a helmet. So I guess that was pretty good too. And that showed you how to disassemble this. So a couple of these need some decals put on them because these bikes here are ridiculously original. So we'll get a couple of these and get put on some of these other bikes that are missing them. But other than that, what cool pieces of history. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope this video posts today so you have something to watch on your Sunday afternoon. And as always, stay tuned tomorrow.